In the next few minutes, I'm not just going to talk to you. I'm going to guide you through an experience that could change something inside you. By the end of this time together, you won't just understand what's been blocking your life, but you'll feel a transformation happening. You'll start to see the world differently, not just your thoughts, but how reality shapes itself around you without you even noticing. And when that happens, everything will start to flow with ease. So, here's my request. For the next few moments, put distractions aside. Dedicate yourself fully to this moment, because what you're about to hear isn't just theoretical learning. It's something to step into, feel, and integrate into your life. Let's begin. I want you to go back in time to a moment when you deeply desired something, but it just seemed impossible. Maybe it was a relationship, a job, an opportunity, something you constantly longed for, but nothing happened. Now, contrast that with another moment, something amazing that came to you almost effortlessly. You weren't even that worried about it. Maybe you didn't even care that much, but suddenly it appeared like magic. Why does this happen? Why do the things we chase seem to slip away while others come to us naturally without resistance? There's a hidden mechanism behind this. In fact, most people don't even pay attention to it or even know it exists. First, I'll explain why this happens, because once you truly understand, I'll give you a simple yet powerful approach to start using it intentionally. From there, you'll see a dramatic shift. Everything that seemed out of reach will start flowing toward you effortlessly. So, pay attention, because this is the point where everything changes. The universe, or more accurately your reality, isn't something that happens to you. It's something that responds to you. And this is where most people get stuck. You're not waiting for reality to change. Reality is waiting for you to change. Think about it. How many times have you intensely desired something, but it never seemed to arrive? And then, the moment you relaxed, let go, stopped trying to control it, bam, it showed up. That's not a coincidence. It's the law. When you obsessively chase something, you're telling reality that you don't have it yet. And reality always reflects the state you're in. But the moment you stop needing, checking, or trying to control, that's when things start to flow. Not because you've given up, but because you've stepped into the frequency of the person who already has it. And when that happens, everything aligns. This is exactly what Neville Goddard wanted you to understand. He said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and that assumption, if persisted in, will harden into fact. Think about that for a second. He didn't say to wait or wish, he said to assume. An assumption isn't a try, it's a knowing. When you assume something is already yours, you don't chase it. You don't look for signs or proof. In your mind, it's already happened, and that's why doing nothing is crucial. The moment you assume it's done, you stop interfering. You stop overanalyzing, doubting, or forcing. And that's when things start to flow, because reality finally has room to adjust without resistance. You've probably noticed that the things you desperately want take forever, while the things you don't care much about show up effortlessly. Why? Because when you're not attached, not interfering, not in waiting mode, they flow naturally. So the big question is, how do you use this to attract everything you want without pretending you don't care? Because, let's be honest, you can't fake detachment, saying, okay, I don't care anymore, while deep down you're still checking, waiting, hoping doesn't work. That's not letting go, that's pretending to let go. And reality doesn't respond to what you say, it responds to what you feel. So how do you truly do it? How do you let go without forcing, without struggling to pretend you don't care, without deceiving yourself into a state you don't genuinely feel? Because once you understand this, everything changes. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you now. Stay with me. The first step, the starting point, is to stop chasing. Be honest with yourself. You're in I need this to happen mode, and that mode is holding you back. Every time you think, where is it or why hasn't it arrived yet, you're reinforcing the fact that you don't have it. And the truth is, if you already had it, you wouldn't be looking for it. So tell me, if it were already done, how would you feel? Would you be anxious? No. Would you be constantly checking? No. Would you be full of doubt? No. You'd be calm, confident, certain. And that's exactly the energy that makes things come to you. Because when you stop looking for proof, stop waiting, stop searching for signs, you step into the vibration of already having it. And that's the vibration that attracts. From this moment on, stop looking, stop waiting, stop questioning when it will arrive. Instead, step into the energy of knowing. When you do that, everything will start to shift. Now, I'm going to show you how to stay in that state without slipping back into doubt. Stay with me. The second step, now that you've stopped chasing, is to stay in the state of already having it without slipping back into doubt. This is where most people stumble. At first you might feel confident, thinking, okay, I get it, it's already mine. But a few hours, a day, maybe two later, that little voice creeps in. Wait, but where is it? That's the test. Because the moment you start looking, doubting, checking again, you undo it all. You go back to the energy of not having it. So, how do you stop that from happening? Make peace with not knowing when or how it will come. Read that again, because this is where the real shift happens. Many people can assume for a moment, but they can't let go of the timeline. They can't surrender control of the how. But if you can, you become unstoppable. Because the moment you stop obsessing over when it will come, you prove to reality that you already have it. And when you're no longer chasing, waiting, or desperate for signs, reality has no choice but to manifest. From this moment on, when doubt arises, do nothing. Let it pass, let it go. Because when you can stay in that space without reacting, without forcing, without needing, you step into the state of receiving effortlessly, and that's when everything starts to flow. Now, let's talk about the final step, the one that locks it all in place. Stay with me. The third step. At this point, you've already done the two most important things. First, you've stopped chasing. You're no longer operating in waiting, seeking, or hoping mode. Second, you've learned to stay in the state. You know how to handle uncertainty without breaking the energy of already having it. Now comes the final step, locking it in and allowing it to flow. And here's the key. Make peace with the silence before the manifestation. This is where many people give up, because after they stop chasing and step into the energy of knowing, they expect an immediate shift. They think, okay, I'm doing everything right, so where is it? And that thought alone pulls them back into waiting mode. But here's what you need to understand. There's always a gap between the assumption and reality catching up to you. That gap isn't a delay, it's an alignment. Reality isn't testing you, it's recalibrating to match your new state. So in this final step, your job is simple. Keep living your life. Stay calm. Refuse to stress. Because when you can sustain that energy, when you can stay in the silence without trying to force something to happen, it will come. And the best part, it won't just come. It will arrive easily, naturally, and even better than you imagined. From this moment on, when doubt arises or impatience starts to pull at you, do nothing, not because you don't care, but because you already know it's done. And once you can do that, you'll never need to chase again, because everything you desire will start chasing you. So now you know, manifestation isn't about doing more. It's about allowing. The moment you stop chasing, checking, and waiting, everything falls into place. You don't need to force, beg for signs, or wonder when or how. Because when you genuinely step into the state of already having it, reality starts to adjust to reflect that, and now it's up to you. You can go back to overanalyzing, doubting, and waiting, or you can do the one thing that changes everything: nothing. So here's what I want you to do. Type in the comments, "I let go," and everything flows, to seal this. Declare it, feel it, make it final. And if this resonated with you, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is absolutely nothing.